Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. We are live. We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I have to do some technical bits, so bear with me because I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So I'm trying to get the comments to show up. This one needs to go there. Yes. And it's not doing what it should be doing. There we go. That's one. Then I need Facebook comments. Hey, I see comments, so that means that you guys can see me. Bear with me just a second while I... Yes, that's there. And then I should be able to find the YouTube comments here. There we go. All set, all ready to go. Hello everybody. Hi Belinda. Hi Laurie. Hi Chantal. Good to see you. And over in YouTube. Hello people. Hello from Norway. Hi. Hello back. Hello Esther. Hi there. Good to see you all. Well, it is good. Let me just double check because it might be easy to do. I think I'm live. Yes, I know I'm live, but I found myself as well, which is always helpful. There we go. Good. Good. Hello everybody. I'm there. And we're going to have some fun tonight. Welcome to everybody on Facebook and welcome to everybody on YouTube. When you're watching, don't forget to like, share and comment to be able to win the $50. So, let's start that sentence again. Don't forget to like, share and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate. There we go. That's it. Because you want that. You want that. Because it's fun and fun things are coming. At the end of this live, speaking of fun things that are coming, I'm going to do a sneak peek of my new collection that's going to stores on Monday. So be ready for that at the end. What am I going to do today? By the way, I'm David for Elizabeth Craft Designs. For the people that don't know me, hello. I'm going to be playing with my special kit, the Journal Roman special kit that just came out last month, and I'm going to make a mini album or a mini journal, just how you say it, because I'm going to make an album to give away to a friend, and that is what I'm starting today. So yeah, it's going to be step by step. I'm going to make the album, and I will be decorating a bit, and then I will be finishing up later, but I'll talk you through it when we get started, but it's good that you're all here because I see a lot of people here on Facebook already and I see a lot of people on YouTube already. So that's good. I'm excited about things that I'm going to share as well. It's going to be fun, and if you watched my live yesterday, you already saw some bits, but yeah, I'll show a bit more today. Not everything. No, not everything. Just a little sneak. Just a little sneak. Well, there you go. Inspiration for a gift. We're doing that. So let's switch the cameras around, shall we, and get started. So what we've got here is I've cut out all these pages. Well, it's just, how many pages did I cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a cover. And with this die, the benefit is, let me get the die. Here's that die. You fold your paper in half, and you cut it out like that, and then you already get a folded page. Does that make sense? But when you cut it, you put it on paper, you put it on paper like this, you can make a longer page. And that's what I did here, because I want the cover to be slightly longer. You see that? So that it all stays in there nicely. So that's how I made this. Then I took a die from another set, which is from the labels Tags and More. So that one had to come from the labels Tags and More. This die is in there, and this die cuts out the holes if you want to start sewing it is, your signature together. That's what I'm going to be doing today. In the special kit, you've got the connecting pieces that you can glue it with, but in this case, I wanted it to be sewed together. So that's the cover. Then I've got my pages here ready to go. And then I've got this bit. This is the spine that comes in the special. And you see the score lines here. but I'm not going to use the score lines. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend it. So I'm not going to make a sharp line. Bend it a bit like this. And that's going to be my spine. So I'm going to glue that around after I sew the signature together. Does that make sense? Thank you for liking, sharing and commenting. So that is the plan. And then I'm going to make a cover, and I've got all bits and bobs things for the inside cut out and ready. And of course I'm going to be using my journal sleeves in there. This is the art journal, the AJS02 art journal sleeves. I'm going to use those because it's going to be a memory, sort of a photo album that I'm going to give as a gift. So I'm going to use that there. It'll all come together when I start making this album. So I've got bookbinder's thread here. This is waxed. You can also use embroidery thread like this, but in this case I've got this because I like the color with this paper. So now how I'm doing that, and I'm taking way too much, I know that, but what I want to do is like take 2.5, 1, 2.5 length of the thread for the sewing bit. And this stuff is really waxed because it's sticking to my fingers. Then I've got an embroidery needle here. Then I'm just gonna take this through. Oh, that's cool, Jennifer. Here I am live, right? Rambling on. So I'm just lining these up and just start in the middle and put my cover on there as well. So that's how I'm going to start this, and I will try to do it on camera, try to keep it in frame. And I will keep this bit out, like that. I think they call this a saddle stitch, but hey, I'm not an expert, so I don't know. Then I'm going in, up through the next hole, and down to the last hole, like that. Then I'm going to go back and through this hole again, making sure I'm not pinching my needle through the thread that's already there. Hi Wilma. Then I'm not going to go through the center, because then otherwise I can't come back where I need to come back. So I'm going to jump over, make a saddle. That's why they call it a saddle stitch. Come down here, up the next hole. Oops, don't run away from me. Up the next hole, down this one again, and again the same goes. Do not, oh, I need to pull that a bit more tight. There we go. Don't, make sure you don't go through your thread, but make sure it's loose. Like that. And then I'm going to go up the hole, making sure I'm going to, you see this is the start of my thread. I'm going to go to the other side of the thread that I crossed over, like the saddle that I made. Just let me get rid of that one. There we go. So that's how I'm going to do that part. Then I'm going to check. It's all nice and tight. You see that? And then I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Like that. Tie that firmly. Go through there. And tie that knot again. Now, some people make dangles to put in the center. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to trim these off. Like that. And here's my booklet stitched together already. See that? And you see, because I made the cover slightly bigger, it's covering up all these pages. So even if I get more bulky inside, it will all be nice. Yeah, this is, they call it bookbinder's thread. It's waxed thread. So, hi Els. But you can also use like embroidery threads. I've got, oops, taking stuff with me there. I've got several colors of that as well. Could have used this one now, but I just like that beigey color I've got in the other thing. So that is book bounders thread. There you go, Debbie. I just answered you. Now, I need to ink all the edges of this. Well, at least the outside now, because I'm going to finish that first. So, just inking up. And what I'm doing something really that I'm not doing normally, but I just like the effect it gives. I'm using an oxide for the inking, and I'm using scorched timber. Why am I using scorched timber? Because, well, I love the color, and it makes the edges, the torn edges, really look burned. And an oxide has got more coverage, so the effect is even more dramatic. You see that? And that's what I wanted for this piece. So that's why I'm using scorched timber in the oxide formula. Now, let me see. Decision time. I want this spine, because it's slightly more contrast. So let's do that. Hello everybody that joined later. This is David, and I'm gonna make a mini album tonight. Good to see you all here. Don't forget to like, share and comment to be able to win a $50 gift certificate, because you want that. And at the end of this video, at the end of this live, I will do a little sneak peek of my new release that's coming out in stores on Monday. So that's gonna be fun. Right? Trying to keep up with comments on both ends, but that's not always easy. So I'm coming in on the corners a bit more. There we go. So that is, and this is going to be covered up, so I don't know why I bothered, but on the back it's not. So next I'm coming in with my glue, and I'm going to glue down that spine. And the spine will cover up the stitches that we made. Hi Sandra. Hi Patricia. Exactly, Marilyn. Who doesn't want to win $50 gift certificate, right? That's clogged up again. It's my own fault. I'm not blaming the machine, because I love my glue gun. There we go. So I'm putting glue here and on the other side, but I'm not going to glue it completely to the fold, because I want to give that some breathing space, if you know what I mean. It just makes it so it lies flat a bit easier. So thank you, Sandra. Hi, Andrea. So, lining that up right there and right there, and pressing that down. Now this is already pretty cool, I think. Let's have a look. So, just giving that glue some time to adhere. Now I should have inked this side as well, so let's do that. Let's do that. Again, I'm coming in quite heavy-handed, because the back needs to be sort of pretty, right? There we go. So we've got the cover now. Then we've got, you see the stitch holes there. And I just love this, that I've got the pages to work on. And it's quite a big journal already, just to play with. And it's a nice gift for someone, I think. And that's also fun with this special, that you can do it, make things like that. So, on the cover, I'm going to have a piece of my, this is abandoned paper. So I made the album with the coffee dyed paper pack. And this one is the abandoned papers. And I still love that paper pack as well, and it combines so beautiful with the coffee dyed paper pack. So that's why I've decided to combine those two. And it's going to be quite masculine because this is a gift for men. Have I said that already? No. So I'm not going to use really feminine things. I mean, it's a myth, men like flowers as well, so don't get me wrong. I might put the odd flower in there, but yeah, it's going to be a bit more oomph, grunge. How do you say that? Then I'm coming in a bit more even, blending that color towards the inside. And then, because I want to alter these colors a bit. So this is an oxide. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just blending that more and more towards the inside. And then I'm taking my vintage photo and the ink formula. And I'm just gonna blend that into the scorched timber. It's so much fun to do, Deborah, to make a homemade journal. And I've got, look, this one is one I made out of fabric that I'm going to be working in the next months. I've got my Christmas one that I made. It's really fun to do. So I'm just blending that vintage photo all around. And this is the ink formula, and the inks are translucent, as we know, so you still see that gorgeous texture coming through, right? So next I'm going to Happy New Year to you as well, Cindy. I'm just going to take my water spritzer and I'm going to spritz some water in my hand. I'm just going to flick that on here. I want a bit more on the outside there. It's flicking everywhere. There we go. There we go. That's enough. And then I'm going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to let that do its thing a bit. Dry it a bit. And then I'm going to dab off any excess that's on there. And what you see is that lovely oxidation happening. And it lifted off some ink there, so it created some nice texture, added texture to this already very nicely textured paper. So, the idea I have is that I'm going to use this one. This is a frame from, I had all the names somewhere, but I can't find them anymore. So let me see, I've got my the email. There we go. This frame is from 2159 Remember. So that is from that set. Now I've lost all my comments again. No, not all. Bear with me. I'm really sorry, I can't give you the numbers, because if I give you the numbers, this happens all the time. So, there we go. All back. Cool. So I'm going to put this one on top of my matte layer, but I'm going to glue it all down first. Like that. Just put some glue behind it. No, to this one you can't. Well, I would say no. So you got to think about that up front. How many pages do you want in there? But this way you can't. But if you have our lovely journals, you can. Of course, that's why I love that loose paper journals that we have. the loose, how do you call that, loose sheet, loose, there's a name for it, but that you can add and put papers in, etc. That is really fun. That's what I love about those. But yeah, so that one is, the cover is on there. Then I'm going to put this one on there, like so. That's how far I got already that I knew I wanted. And then I will decide later what I will put inside this frame. It could be that I will die cut a picture already, or I will put just some words in. I don't know yet. So I will let the album speak to me, so to say. Just see how it comes together and what I want there. So I will put that on an angle, like that. Put my weight on it. And then I've got this piece. This is a piece coming from the ATC Classic set that also has that lovely envelope in there that I'm going to be using later. And that's going to be on there as well. But I'm going to stamp on this. But again, I don't know exactly what yet. So I'm not going to glue this all together yet. That's the, yeah. If that makes sense. So I will put the black matte layer on there, and this one will come later when I have decided what to stamp on it. So I've got my basic idea ready, but the full decoration will happen on somewhere later down the line because, oh, I don't know yet, fairly. That's it. I'm not going to lie. Depending on what I put inside there. So, but this is going to be like that. I just love this little medallion set. And you can do it like this. So line it up or offset. And that's going to go right there at the bottom. So I'm just going to put the glue right here for the moment. So I can still tuck something behind that. I have, I'm a brush addict. Don't copy me. But the main thing that I've got is I've got brushes for dye inks, and I've got brushes for pigment inks, and I've got brushes for, I've got brushes for dye inks, vintage photo, in this case is a dye ink, and I've got brushes for scorched, for the oxides. You don't want to mix those two. That's important. All the other inks I've got are dye ink, so I'll be using that for the same brush as I use for my distress ink. And I've got one set of brushes which is keep specifically for pigment inks. That's it. So that's how I do it. I hope that answers your question. And the same with my ink daubers. These, I don't mix the oxide ones with the ink ones, because that's a completely different ink. So I'm just going to put a tiny blob of glue here, so I can do that later when I have decided what to do. So now, as you can see, I can still tuck something between that if I want to. See that? It's a trick I learned from Annette Green, and I use that a lot. So my cover is coming together already nicely. Now I'm going to start to decorate the inside a bit more. Now, to answer somebody's question about adding pages, with a system like this you can't add pages. This is it. This is what you get. But you can make flip outs. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm not going to do that right here immediately. I'm going to do that a bit more here. Now this is a page that that comes from a set called Torn. And that's what I do, Andrea. Loose leaf system. Probably, yes, Femke. But For fabric I use the double-sided adhesive and it's not letting go. So that's perfect. You do else. Oh. Well, no, not me. Because if you use an oxide brush and you don't clean it in between, I don't clean my brushes. So that's probably, I'm a bit lazy. But if you do that and you go into your normal inks, you contaminate your other ink pad. So now I got to think, which is hard. I want to put this in as a flap. So I'm just going to start by doing this there. I'm just making a little fold here. There we go. So I've made a fold here and I'm going to glue that on here. I should not have done that already, but I can still fix that. Just a quick tip, if you make the boo-boo like me, you take your bone folder or a spatula like this, you can fold your crease flat again and that makes it less visible. Because this is going to go like that or the other side. Maybe I will do it like this and then coming, oh yeah, I like that. So this is how I'm going to glue this down. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm going to ink this. Just going to put this on there to keep it open for a sec. It's just because the oxide inks have the oxidation capacity and it's a blend between dye inks and pigment inks. And that's why. So I'm just inking all around, including this fold we made. I wouldn't see why not, Femke. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't give you that answer, but I wouldn't know. No, Els is here. Els, do you know the double-sided adhesive? Can you also use that to stick jeans onto paper? I would say yes, but missed a bit here. And need to ink this. There we go. So, what I'm going to do now, just ink this page as I go. Els says yes, Femke, so I would say that as well, because it's a very strong adhesive, so yeah. Okay, let's glue this down, shall we? So I'm going to use glue for that. I don't like to use tape, but that's me. You do you. But I like the wiggle time. So I'm just going to eyeball that it's sort of in the middle. So this is fun because now we've got a fold out like that. We've got this to work on. And so I can make something here. I can do something here. And I can do something here and here. So this doubles the space for pictures or fun things to do. So that's that. Then I'm going to use some pockets. And this pocket is from the Romance set that came out last year as well. So I'm going to use that pocket, and I was thinking to put it on this side. So what you do when you cut it out like this. So you got to keep that in mind, that if you want to do it on the other side of your page, you need to think about that before cutting, so that you have the color you want. Now in this case it's coffee dye paper, not that big a deal. And And then you have to put the fold lines to the other side. Now what I like to do with this, and I've lost my bone folder, so that's a bit annoying. Where did I put that? Well, I've got a spare one. There we go. I like to varnish this down really well. That helps to lay, with your pocket to lay flat. So there's that one. I saw a piece that didn't come out. There we go. So again, I'm going to ink around this one. Thank you for liking, sharing and commenting. Exactly. If you do it like that, you can definitely add pages to it. So that one is done. Just inking these edges as well. There we go. So I'm going to glue this one in here, like that. And there you go. This is a bigger size journal. The special kit has 10.5 by 15 centimeters pages. I don't know the inches, sorry. Is it 5 by 7? Could be. It's a Dutch it's a Dutch card format. So you can use this size also for card bases, which is really cool. But you can still use the pockets, etc., from different collections that were smaller. I mean, this one comes from a normal passport size die of set, but you can still use it in here. Just you can put bigger tags in. I'm not going to use bigger tags this for now, but yeah, I'm just going to put a tag in there like this, because then I can do something else behind here, or I don't know yet what I want. So I'm just keep my options open. So this one's going to go there. I never lose anything else. Now I know. And I always find it back. That's what you get 2 lives in a row, and then I didn't clean up in between because you know I've been busy today. So yeah, that's how it goes. Oh, that was my needle. Let me pick it up now. No, I'll pick it up later. Right, here I'm going to do something with the sleeves. Now I had a couple of people asking me a question about these sleeves, and I'm going to hopefully answer you now. I'm going to put a big one here. Does that fit? Oh, look at that. That fits there. That fits there perfectly. So I'm going to do a big one, a big square, and a smaller square. There we go. These journal sleeves are so much fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that, take the protective strip. And I had a lot of people ask me about this because they said, oh yeah, the strip doesn't glue down that well. I've got a trick for that. You really got to varnish it down well. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use my decorative strips, am I? Or am I going to, I don't know, how did Annette do that? She did it like this. I'm going to try Annette's trick. So you don't see that fold of the glue strip. Right, if you press it down like this, it will not stay. If you take your bone folder though, and really press that down, varnish it really well, it will stay on there. I promise you that. If you don't trust it, just put a tiny bit of double-sided adhesive behind it, and you're good to go. Does this work? Or did I mess it up? I still messed it up. Oh well, I'll make that work. Just have to put it in from the back side. Then what I do, I fold it over. There we go. So now you don't see that glue strip anywhere. And I can still put it in there. You see? So no disaster. So then I'm going to take the smaller one. And I'm going to, I think that's the only way you can do it actually. I'm going to put the smaller one underneath. So I'm going to put that one up here. And again, varnish that with my nail first and then take my bone folder and press that in there. And then it's on there. Simple as that. It really helps and it stays on there. So then I'm gonna make this fold just to make sure. And I'll show you on another page another way to adhere them. There we go. So I'm going to use my sleeve fillers to fill up these to make pictures, to put pictures in there. But for now, I'm happy with this. I will decorate that later. I will put something in here later. Maybe this tag, maybe something else. Maybe I will use a bigger tag. One of Josette's tags could be fun. I've got a couple of these tags that are from my special from last year. From Lost in the Woods. I could make a combination of those, put that in there. So, because this is fun for pictures as well. So that's that. I'm going to do something fun with this next. Let me see. I've got a big box of things here prepared. Just let me... Yes, you can put a strip over it. That's why I designed those decorative strips. I don't have them at hand at the moment, but I've designed these decorative strips to put over it when you glue it down the other way. To be honest, don't know where that is. Oh, here it is. That strip I was looking for. It's either this one. So, what I'm going to do next, just let me flick through to this page, because why not? This is that little envelope that is in the ATC, the classic ATC set, and I love this envelope. Now there are two ways you can assemble this one. You can do it like this and then close it like that, or you can do it on the outside. And in this case I'm going to do it on the outside, just because I can. There's no reason for it. I like it. I like the look of it. So that's what I'm doing, and part of it is going to be covered up anyways. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. Just put some glue all around. This one first. And then this one. You see that? No, Femke. The next release will not have this size. So this was just for the special. I love this size. So I'm not saying no, never, but at the moment it's not in the next release. So it was exclusive for the special. So I'm just inking all around, just because I can. Close the lid. And I just love that when it comes in on the corners a bit more, makes it look even more grungy. So I've got, this is way too big, this is too small. Just let me trim this down a bit. Like that. Then I'm going to fold this in. This is just a piece of paper, nothing serious, nothing slightly smaller than the height of that envelope. I'm going to fold that in half. Hi Katrina, good to see you. You can always look back on our YouTube channel or on Facebook, it's all there. Well, you're in time for the sneak peek. You're in time for the sneak peek. So. And that's going to be fun, 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 fun. Right, that's all inked up. So what I'm going to do with this, I got to think now. I'm going to put that on here, like so. I want the closure of the envelope on the outside or on the inside. On the inside. So I make decisions on the fly as I go. Mind you, that's not handy, is it? Well, actually it doesn't matter because this fits there. Yeah, I'm going to do it like this. Okay. Then I'm going to glue this bit onto my envelope. It worked in my head, so it better work now as well. Right? Like that. Glue it on here. Just let it stick out ever so slightly. Yes. Yes. Good. That worked. Glue that down. And then go on to this side. And I'm just going to glue that down right there. Decisions. Bottom. No, I'm going to do that in the center. Like that. Give that some pressure. So now I've got a fun little flappy envelope here. Thank you, Petra. That's true, Jennifer. Of course I prepare my lives because I need to die cut and prepare everything. But yeah, it's still fun to just not fly off the handle, but to think of things while you're at it. Right, so this can be decorated, this can be decorated, this can be decorated. I can put an ATC card in here or a picture in here as well. So that's going to be fun, and I can even leave it like that if I want to. So we've made the cover, we made the album, we made the cover. I love this. Just the, yeah, sorry. This makes me happy. We put a tag or in a pocket here. Love this doily pocket. I've already got 2 of the journal sleeves in here. I've got something here. So let's put a pocket on this side, shall we? So let's find one. I've got several cut out. This is a closed pocket that comes from that Remember set that I've already spoke about. It's the 2159. And that paper matches good enough. So I'm just going to ink this up. And put that there. Now the inking is quite important because you don't want to see that white core of the paper, and sometimes that just happens that you see that. I don't want to see that white core, but I also like the look of it. And this is such a pretty set with that. So, and what I'm doing with this, I'll zoom in a bit, I'll let you see. I'm staying away from that edge a bit. Normally I would line it up at the edge, make it flush. But in this case, I'm just going side and up a tiny bit, so we can still have that jagged edge of the base page and have the fun of the pocket there. So let's glue that down. Hi Wilma. Good to see you here. So, and again, make sure your fold lines are pressed down. So up and in a bit. Yes, like that. So I can put stuff in here as well, which is fun. So I've got a flappy thing here. I've got a pocket here that I can work with. I'm gonna leave this one blank. I've got this to work with, but I will put photo sleeves here. So let's do that. As I mentioned before, you can do that different ways. I saw Annette do it one way, and I normally do it the other way around. So I've got a small one, and I need a bigger one. Where is that one? There it is. Is it the bigger one? Yes, it is. So I've had the two square ones on the other page, and I'm going to use two of the journal sleeves on this one. Oh yeah, this is so much fun. So what I'm doing now, I only need one. Well, actually, I can have one, two. I'll do three of the big ones. I've just suddenly got an idea. Do I still have another big one? Pretty sure I must have. There we go. I'm going to create a waterfall. So I'm going to start with this one at the bottom. So I'm going to peel off that protective thingy. I'll line this up low and press that down. Really varnish that glue strip. And then I will glue that cover strip on here later on when I have die cut them. Then this one's going to go above that. We're going to create a little waterfall with these sleeves. Perfect. Perfect in your journal and wherever you want to use them. These are so much fun. And the benefit of having the sleeve fillers with it is that you can actually, it always fits. No matter what you die cut or what you put in there. There we go. And again, really varnish that down. And it's on there. It doesn't come off. There we go. So I'm going to do the other big one. They're so useful, Maria. I agree. I agree. This side, peel that off. And I can even put on one more, I think, if I would want to. Nah, I think I'll leave it like this. I went a bit crooked though. Let me fix that. There we go. Now it's straight. And put this one here. Yeah, that's fun because when I have those decorative strips to go over it, I still have a bit here to decorate. So now I've got 1, 2, 3 of these sleeves here. And this is going to be a fun waterfall. How cool is that? And that, because this journal is bigger, this size journal is bigger, you can do it like that. It fits in there. Because you won't be able to fit this in the normal sized journals. And the last one. So what I'm doing now, I'm making that fold right in there, quite sharp. Really press my nail over that. And that way, when you fold them up and down, it's on that folded crease and it will not be tugging on your adhesive. So again, another way to make sure they stay put. So this is easy. I'm sorry, but this is easy. So this is going to be such a fun journal to decorate and to play with. So I've got another pocket here, which is cut out of the abandoned paper, and I'm just going to fold that the other way. I want it on this side. So again, I'm just varnishing that crease down like that. Marijke, how could you forget me? I know, there's a lot on, and we have a life to live, and crafting to do, but nice of you to be here. Happy with that. I'm not complaining about that. So there we go. Going to glue that down And again, I'm going to do exactly the same, up and in a tiny bit, so that it's, you can still see that beautiful live edge still there. Torn edge, whatever you want to call it. So my goal is to have this sort of ready to start decorating during future lives, during videos that I post on Thursday. So you'll be seeing a lot more of this little journal. Or should I say big journal, because it's the biggest one we've got. So that's there. So let's just put a pocket in there for, well, you never know. And I can put this there. So there's so much I can do here. It will become a nice gift, Rick. I am pretty sure of that. So I've got these. This is an ATC card that I can put in here. You see? But I can also, and that's also fun, this is also very fun if you just put a backing behind this, like if you put it onto a piece of the paper pack. This is the coffee dye paper pack. Cut it out, and then you can turn this into a tag. So you can punch a hole in it, put some thread through there, and then if you put that in here, that also looks fun because that peeks out then. You see that? So that's I'll leave that in there. I might do that because I like that idea. Decorate the front, and what you can do with that is even trim off this bit and put that on there straight or an angle, or just put this on there and trim off the bits that are overhanging. There's so much you can do. So yeah, this is going to be so much fun to play with. Here's one of these strips that I can show you. I knew I had one. That's what I was looking for. These are the strips, the decorative strips that come with the die set for the sleeve fillers. And let me show you. You put that over this like that. You can stamp on this. You can do lots of fun things. And that will hide that shiny bit with the adhesive showing. So that's cool as well. Okay. I will do those kind of things in the other videos. So let's call it a day for today because I've done all the bits and bobs that I wanted to do in here, and I'm going to be decorating with pastes and stencils and all such fun stuff, but that will be also using my new release that will come out next week. So that's why I'm stopping here, because I want to use some of those gorgeous things that are in there, and I know what's coming and I know I want to use it. So yeah, that is it. But I love how this came together. Look at that. Fun journal, and we'll be making some closure of some sort later, but I don't know yet as well. But yeah, this is fun. I can still tuck something behind here, put it in there. Maybe the smaller version of this can be in there. I don't know yet. I don't know. This is going to be on here, but then with something stamped on it. So I will keep that with my journal as well. So yeah, I'm just going to clip it like that so I won't lose it. So that is it. Sneak peek time. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for a sneak peek? Let me know. Say yes if you are. I'm just waiting for your yeses. Because if you say no, I won't. Of course you're ready for a sneak peek. Right, let's put this away. So first let me show you what I did yesterday. Yesterday I made a spread, and you've all seen the picture in the Facebook groups. Probably you've seen it if you've been online. And there was a big sneak on there, so I'm going to show you that now. I made this page yesterday, and these are journal phrases 4 that are coming out, and the whole principle we had with the die plate and the stamp, you stamp all these phrases in one go and have a die plate to cut them out in one go. We had that with the Christmas release, and we're bringing that back with the typewriter font and these sayings. Well, there's a load of sayings in there, but it's so easy. You just stamp them, cut them out in one go, and you've got a bucket full of sentiments to be ready. So that's what is one of the sneak peeks I'm showing you. Then what I also showed yesterday, and I might just repeat it a bit because that was yesterday and not everybody saw that. So we're bringing out 2 new journals, and these are called Stonewashed Grey, Stonewashed Brown. And I love these, and they're going to be, this is the passport size in 2 colors, so I'm loving that. This is a plain one. This one has a bit more to it, but I will show that during my video that's going to be at your local retailer on Monday. So make sure you watch that video on Monday to see what is so special about this journal. This is gorgeous, don't get me wrong. This has some added value as well, and there's even more, but that will be Monday. So of course we will have some dies and stamps and fun things, and I'm going to show you something that I created for the packaging of the die set. So but make sure you watch the video Monday and come to the live at Elizabeth Craft Designs 10 days after Monday, because I've got the most amazing samples here from the design team. So there we go. This is a fun little die set. You can see some fun stamps and things there. But look at that, how gorgeous. I kept it very plain, but there's so much you can do with this. I'm loving this. And then here's a little envelope that I created. I just made a see-through one here. But yeah, that's really cool. Some of the stamps, sneak peek of the stamps, sneak peek of a stencil. So yeah, this is really a fun set. So that's it. No more, because otherwise else will kill me. But yeah, this is gonna be really fun release. So make sure you check your local stores on Monday. Let's switch cameras so I can say a proper goodbye to you all. I can't wait for this release to be out in the open. It's been in the making a while, and I love it. I love it, and I'm going to be extremely proud to show you all the samples from the design team. It's the design team from 2024 that made all the samples I've got here physically, but keep an eye out on the new design team members, because wow. I've seen some pictures of the stuff they are going to post next week and the week after and the week after. You're going to be blown away. So I'm really happy with everything that they're showing. I'm really impressed. So that is it. You're one of those lovely ones, Janet. I've got your journal right behind me there, so I'm going to show that soon as well. Thank you for joining me tonight. I had a blast, and I love how this little journal turned out. This is going to be fun to work with later on. But yeah, I hope you liked it as well. And I'd love to see you the 22nd of January, I think, from the top of my head. The 22nd is a Wednesday. Then I'm there. Thank you for joining me tonight. And don't forget to like, share, and comment, because you want that for the next release that's coming. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye.